Hello everyone. Sorry for the 3-minute delay. I was doing stuff. Important stuff were happening. Anyway, we're back. I don't want to be here, but we're back. Oh god, we're going back to the stupid country, aren't we?
Wakey wakey 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
That guy who kills people like us will never gonna find us. Guy who kills people like them. Like, look, I know that it's funny sometimes when you do the man this thing is never gonna happen. Immediately things that they said that won't happen happens, but there's a point where I just kind of like, really guys, this is the writing that you're bringing for the game. Like, it's for the murder case. Like, it's funny on like another moment. Like there's some gravitas here that the game is not taking seriously. Then again, that's the entire game to me at this point. Like, it's not even funny. It's not even presented as funny. It's just kind of there. It's just like, oh no, things that's gonna happen is never gonna happen. Oh no, the thing that we said it wouldn't happen is happening. Who would have seen that coming 2 seconds after we said the thing? God. Anyway, May 9th, 3:30 p.m. Temple. I hate the names the names in this game. Now that is gonna make me lose my mind. Ah, another fine day in the kingdom of Kurain. The birds are singing, the clouds are moving in the background, and they're decapitating children who supposedly are impure because there's nothing wrong with it. It's so peaceful here, except for the part where, like, a child almost got the death sentence, and I got the death sentence for trying to defend the child in question. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Phoenix, you can't say that about the monarchy. You can't say that about the place that has a monarchy and willingly decapitates children who they accuse of murder when it makes no goddamn sense. Well, to be fair, the one who accused him of murder was a murderer to use him as a scapegoat, but they actually took him seriously about the idea that a small child could kill a grown adult with a gun. I'm sorry, I'm just... Even the Machito Valle case didn't piss me off this much, and it pissed me off. Like, it's the most annoying case in Apollo Justice. Still. Oh, now you're remembering that shit. Hello, bitch. Yeah, that's Phoenix's expression on more situations that he can count. It sure was a rough start. Yeah, Phoenix, you don't say. You were almost killed. You were almost given the death penalty. The fuck are you talking about? Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. The long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. But before she does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Right is child. But most importantly, puppy. Happy Rocky. Hey, I'll be Happy Rocky. Ah, you master the traditional greeting of Karen. Child, I don't care about you. I just care about your puppy. Look at this shit. Look at this baby. He's so cute. I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know about that. But I guess all that practicing is paying off. Are you going to use it to laugh at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings are a little too early for me. Haha, yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Hurain. Did you know that Japan made it like a crime to force your child to participate in religious activities? Like, to force them. Like, if the child wants to do it, it's one thing. But apparently now it's illegal. Which makes sense with the amount of cults that happen there, and I believe there's still a decent amount of them. But also, I saw this and I just remember that. Just saying. Delightful of them, though, I agree. Like, forcing your child into a religion and, you know, being shitty about it. They're sort of like, oh, you'll go to hell if you don't do this or that. Well, it's considered abuse. And he's like, yeah, it is abuse. Thank you, Japan. You did good on that one. As of to you guys, I don't know how you do it. Today's a special day full of even more praying than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. Child, I think you need, like... I don't usually say this, but I think this child needs a phone. He needs to be able to see Twitter. I can think on a few things I'd rather do. So what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's a purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite thingy? What? Did she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Whoa, that's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble guy's life. So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to... goddamn. Child. There lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish the kingdom of Korain. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Ooh, dodged a bullet there. Oh boy. Like, I'm not against it, but also, oh boy. God, I love that puppy. Look at it, it's just so relaxed. That puppy is living its best life, and I love him. Oh, White, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Look at him, he looks so surprised. The story can't wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the right with this. An English guidebook. Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. There's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Well, that's cool. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. Well, we didn't see her in Dual Destiny, so she has to have a different sprite. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little colder. I think I can handle it. Can you, Phoenix? Do you remember what happened? Well, he did survive falling into the river with only just a cold. So I guess, arguably, if it was just a cold and not hypothermia, he can actually deal with the cold. May 9th, Plaza of Devotion. That's a lot of people praying. Oh, this is so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Okay, this is against character. I feel like I'm trying to remember when they go to the temple in the third game from the original trilogy. Like, does he ever complain about the cold? Because I don't remember Phoenix complaining, and the implication is that he's going in the same outfit he always goes everywhere. Which, like, he's in a tourist place. I feel like he would have dressed normally for the most part, and or bought clothes for the climate if you're going on pseudo vacation to a place. I know. They had a budget for the animation, but they didn't have budget for different costumes when they were in Korean. Fair. But I guess the thing that gets me is, like, Phoenix goes with the same clothes to, like, that other temple in the third game, and like during the last case, and like, again, the worst that happens to him is getting a cold, not even hypothermia, and he falls into a fucking river that should also be cold as shit. So like, I don't know. Like, this feels weirdly, like, shouldn't it be around the same height, the same altitude? Like, look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer praise to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all these praying someplace warmer? This too is part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Are you sure it doesn't help you guys to, like, get colds for, like, a week? Further up, at the end of the stairs is the inner sanctum. That's totally. I see. Everyone I met so far seems deeply religious, to an uncomfortable degree even. Of course we are. After all, Kurain is also known as the land of prayer. He said that we Kurainers spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What, 15? Where do you go to school and, like, sleep? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here, they're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of a people. Well, someone's prayer fell off because this is empty space on this one on the right. Oh, he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story is going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. I love this dog. I'm sorry, it's the one thing that I can concentrate on. Like, it's cute. And it's the best thing out of this game at this point. I hate that I'm gonna give you a voice and then I'm gonna have to retract it because I don't know who you are. Pardon me, honorable traveler. Oh no, it's Maya. Oh, hi, bitch!
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Puppy.
Who might you be?
Dude, come on.
Maya?
Miss Maya, happy Wacky. Happy Wacky, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. Long time no see, Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act? You know, I remember seeing... I don't remember which art book it was, but I remember seeing some concepts of like older Maya, and they actually went out of their way to give her like different hairstyles, and I'm so sad that they didn't keep some of them. Like, she looked way better. I don't know how I feel about the school of character design of like, oh, it's the same character, just taller, and if it's a woman, it has bigger tits, and if it's a man, it has bigger muscles. Like, I don't know, I didn't keep the same hairstyle when I was like 14 to now. It's a minor thing to complain, but... like, I don't know. Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Faye. She's a spirit medium from Kurain village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. Although mostly she was just channeling his sister, who used to be my mentor. I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Ride and Colo offices. Now she's here, training to be the leader of Kurain village and the master of her craft. Apparently, to become the master of the Kurain channeling technique, goddammit, you have to train here in Kurain, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did. Ha ha ha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. You know, she's kind of looking more like Mia. God, that would have been so interesting if they gave her a more Mia-like hairstyle. Like, parted her hair a little bit. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action, he was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat off of your pants. Come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me! To be fair, Phoenix was also about to die. He's done better in less, in cases that are less dangerous for his own well-being. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So, I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing the spiritual power? Yep, I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. It took you 2 fucking years. Actually, I was wondering whether having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites, rather. Right. Ritual is like the same word. Well, I guess it's a slight difference, but etymologically speaking. Well, the High Priestess' wife usually conducts it each year. But with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, goddamn. Wait, something about that doesn't feel right. Well, you may not know all of their costumes, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! You just watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira guardian deity ever. I'd better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Kara in a long, long time ago. Whoa, so she actually existed. I mean, a lot of deities kind of exist. Or existed. Or there's records that supposedly they existed and it's arguable whether they existed or not. I mean, that's the part that is arguable. And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. See, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more? So why is this ride attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appear just like in the legends. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? It's only a matter of time until she gets their leader, the Revolutionary Dark too. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? Well, that means I don't like her. It's a bit hard to swallow though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Photos of her go back about 2 years. This is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan, you know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. Yeah, and if you're trained in hand-to-hand combat too, then you could be capable of kicking their ass. Like, what's the argument here? Well, not Maya, I guess, but like, do you expect that normal people couldn't like train themselves to fight rebels? Is it a police-only job? You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? Depends on the cosplayer. Like, have you seen some cosplayers? Like, I've seen cosplayers that actually do exercise. I mean, gain muscle mass exercise. And it's like, yeah, no, I think you could punch me and it would hurt. I think you could heal a man in the right circumstances. So, like, why wouldn't they? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possesses a secret robe or something. What? A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. Actually, how old are you now? Oh, 28. I mean, it's been a while. I got a real office to run now, so I gotta keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's dropping. And we leave my hair out of these. I get enough of that from Edward. Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is real. Is a real deal. Besides, it's just so much fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that row. But Mr. White, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. Wait, I just noticed. Is this supposed to be like the same kind of joke that it is with like Kira in Death Note, where like he's called Kira because like that's how you pronounce killer in Japanese? So like she's Lady Kira because yeah, it's Lady Killer. Is that? I hate this. He. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Not a puppy! Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hiya! Ow! Mr. White. Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the ride today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, that was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Phoenix, that's a child. Of course he's naive. Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the ride today. When you put it that way, I'm even more I'm even more hyped about it now that I was already. What's with the jangles? Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priestess' footsteps. I'd better get going. His footsteps? Doing that right, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later! I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maja. You know, I noticed something, and it's the one thing that kind of gets me about the sprites. Like, the sprite work in this game and in Dual Destiny was fine. In fact, this game clearly has like a little bit more budget in that respect. You can see because of all the animation stuff that they did for it. And outside of some characters' designs making me grow question marks on my head, I don't like how they disappear. Like they just poop and vanish. Where like in the original trilogy and Apollo Justice, like you kind of see them, like there's an effect of them like disappearing. Like it's a little slower, it's less dramatic. And I don't think that that's an issue with the 3D because you can actually like do something about that. Like you can slowly diminish the well, not diminish, like you can augment the what's the word, the transparent, like you can lower the transparency. Is it lower or open I would need to. I don't remember now that I think about it in 3D programs how it works with the transparency, but like you can, you know, slowly make the image more transparent, and then just unload the model. Like that's a thing that you can do. So it gets me that they don't do that, and instead they just unload the model. It's just like the model is there and then it disappears. Like I don't know. It looks It looks a little cheap. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful, especially because like you can see that they do it with the actual like sprites when they come in, but they don't do it when they come out. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means our training's been off or not. I hope not. Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot. Zealot. He's a set. Acolyte Zealot? Look, he's the one praying in the ribbon saffron robe. He's a disciple of the high priest Abbot Inmi, and lives and trains at his house. Abbot Inmi. Yeah, I'm not sure about, like, I'm pretty sure that's a bad pun, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that one. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? He's not even wearing socks. Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot Inmi. The purification rite is about to begin. So that's the cigar robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. Yeah, it looks almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the high priestess ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Yeah, those are like large bells. They look uncomfortable to walk in. Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer post like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. God damn it, I hate praying. It's gonna fuck up my back. Okay, okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles, and then I go forward. Ouch! Great, now all I can see is the ground, and my back is killing me. Oh, Phoenix, why are you so relatable to me right now? You really should have trained for this, Wait a sec, how long are we supposed to stay like this, Abby? The ride requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days! I don't feel so. Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! Me too, Phoenix. I've been there, Phoenix. I understand his pain better than anyone else. Sir, why, Mr. White, please, you have to get up. Ouch, my aching. Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. I guess I passed out from the back pain. God, I wish I could pass out from back pain. What I mean is that I have back pain. I'm still having back pain. I probably will have back pain until I get operated or something, because I definitely have something. Yeah. I did get my MRI yesterday, but I'm not gonna get the results until next week. And I'm gonna get my X-rays done today. But I'm not gonna get the results until next week. So, that's fun. That's cool. Oh, hey, it's that one guy that came to tell us not to fuck around and find out. The one with the cigar right there on the wall. He looks like an asshole. Again, he always looks like an asshole. It must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's followed me to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya, she's been arrested. I fucking said it. I fucking called it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I was like, oh god, Maya's gonna get a foreign country and she's gonna get fucking accused of murder again, because every game she's in, she gets accused of murder at least once. And I was right. One time that Maya couldn't have, gotten in trouble for some shit that she didn't do. Like, one single time, girly. Are those two separate sets of different color apples, or is that pears? They look like green pears. What? I guess most pears are green, but like I would argue a lot of them are like this yellowy green. That's when you know they're juicy and delicious, when they're a yellowy green. May 10, 8 a.m., Plaza of Devotion. Where's Maya? You just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk out your one back at the station. Let me go! Maya! Nick, I didn't kill him! I swear I didn't. Fine, you come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Wait a second, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way. Hey, back up, officer. Oh. Emma, what are you doing here? Yeah, no, like I was expecting someone completely different. I was expecting the I was kind of expecting the cigar guy. To be honest. Emma Sky? What's she doing in Kurain? I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, I head on to the station, but with respect, got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! So, what are you doing in Kurain, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Kurain, Mr. Wright? Same here, it's a long story, but we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? Yeah, no, what happened? What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder in the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Trust in me. Trust in me, okay. Trust in me. I hate it. The High Priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? Yeah, you passed out from the pain, Phoenix. Time has moved because you passed out. That's right, Shay. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I'd better take better care of it. God, Phoenix is so relatable right now. Like, most relatable man in existence for me in this moment. The murder took place at the inner sanctum where the rite was being held. The inner sanctum. Yeah, up there. It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountains that his just vision. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Abbot Inmi and Miss oh god damn it, I thought it was Emma. Abbot Inmi and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finish the prayer, you find it in the middle of. So, who do you think killed the High Priest? Unfortunately, Maya is also suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. Sorry, I'm sleepy. So then only the High Priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right, plus the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairways that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the high priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. White, sir, are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. I've done it 3 times already. Do you think I'm not gonna do it a 4th? There's no way she killed anyone. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. White? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on that horrible cut again? Got that bitch. Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial with this bitch. And where the divination stance determines all, and defense lawyers aren't welcome. So Emma, how's your sex life? I mean, how's your life in general? So, what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was working on a case with an international prosecutor for cocaine. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like I've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he takes some cases from around the world. So maybe next time he'll have one in a major city or somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder. He's calm, and kind, and almost always has a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Cruz's case? Yes, he is. I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one too. Yes, Prosecutor Sanmari has already been assigned. But Prosecutor Sanmari, Polkonka! You know him, Alvi? Of course, everybody in Korean does. He's a highly revered individual, but as a prosecutor, ask the monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Samari, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. But it's my job to, as a lawyer. Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, great. A prosecutor who's also a reverend monk in a deeply religious country. It's not like I was asking to keep my head on my shoulders or anything. This trial is shaping up to be even more uniquely Korean than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. You say that, but I kicked his ass last time, so fuck him. I'm gonna make his life miserable. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I'd better give it everything I've got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sanmari mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in that last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sanmari sounds pretty strict. So first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press is the High Priestess autopsy report. His name is just getting me. Blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. So, stabbed in the stomach. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's Warbad dagger. Warbad? Okay, sure. At this point, the names are so stupid I can't. His user in the right, however, the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. Who don't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Hmm. And isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Okay, but like... You would think that a dagger for like a rite, not for an actual serious, like... well, serious usage. When I mean serious, I mean like you're expecting to actually stab something with it, or cut people with it, or anything really. You'd think that something used for like a rite or like a ceremony wouldn't be actually capable of hurting another person unless that's the intent. Like you need to like, I don't know, cut a finger or something. Then it would make sense for it to be sharp, but there's nothing that implies that that's the case here, so there's an unclear possibility that the dagger was just disposed of to make it seem like it was used when that dagger might not have been possible to use as another weapon in the first place, simply by the state of it. Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Do you want me to to get on my knees? Because I can't. Like, I passed out from the pain on my back. So, you're gonna have to forgive me. Just like the police, I need access if I'm going to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor San Mari and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You're gonna get in trouble with them. For me, cool. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing out there again. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. I mean, my main issue is not so much the fact that it's a lot of stairs. My main issue is that there's no railing and it's high up. And I'm afraid of heights. Now that would kill me, personally. You get to go to the inner sanctum. Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. White. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limit for you, huh? Oh, well, guess I'll just have to face this all on my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? What with, you know, the ceremony and the dead priest? The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Whoa, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Tricky. Well, detention center. Let's go to the inner sanctum first. May 10. Inner sanctum. Oh god, is that bitch! God, if I knew she was gonna be here, I wouldn't have come here first. Brr, it's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Huh, who's that? It kind of looks like... Let's ignore her. Let's just work on the... Really, you're not gonna let me look... Okay, fine. Excuse me? Ah, it's you! Do you even know where you are? Barbet head. Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priestess' soul. I gave her a more serious voice, but I think that when she's out of work, she's just like a teenager, so she sounds annoying. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Kurainism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous? Quiet! You dared to find fault with my insect at every turn the other day. She's still sore about that trial, huh? Well, yeah. As you know, Your Benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big, funny balloonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. I'm going to grab this child, and I'm gonna chuck her out of this goddamn fucking mountain. Like, right to the bottom of it. Just like, pop to the side, and bump down. Forever, until she dies. Goddamn child. It seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise thanks to that last trial. No, Phoenix, she would be this shitty even if you hadn't kicked her ass in a trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. So, step aside, bitch. I've even been authorized with the police, so... What's this? Oh, you intend to make a mockery of our sacred hall of justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who told you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance? Actually, yeah. Usually, that's fucked up. Like, don't you think for 1 second? Don't you think it's wrong that 2 people taught you your entire life to demonize a group of other people? Like she's smiling like that, and all that I want to do is chuck her out of the mountain again. Like, I want her thrown out of this mountain. I'll do it with my goddamn bare hands if I have to. No! I would never dare criticize the royal couple, except I will. I'm gonna criticize the shit out of them. I still can't imagine what the lawyers must have done to garner such hatred. Probably someone got pissed off and then blamed their lawyer. Like, if I'm gonna guess, there was like a case where like a royal died and the defense attorney fucked up, and really that's about, like, I don't think it's anything deeper than that. Or like a defense attorney kills someone maybe, and that's been it the entire time. Like, something like that. Which, like, that can happen anywhere, and you don't get this bullshit, so, just chuck the lady out of the mountain. Like, let's chuck it from, like, out of the mountain. And her parents, too. We can do that with her parents, too. That's cool. I'll do that with her parents, too. Haha! I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? So, was this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course! Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. What was that, Barbhead? Oh, no, nothing. Very well then. Let us get this investigation over with. We must stay here in the Inox Sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbhead. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Karain. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No! Lawyers are never to be trusted. Now make haste so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. What now? Your victory the other day was a stroke of fortune. But this time my insect shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer. She's gonna get kicked out of the courtroom again, won't she? And she's gonna be screaming the entire time again. And then I'm gonna chuck her out of the mountain. I will. Now, can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. I better hurry up and chuck her out of the mountain. I mean, poke around for clues before she changes her mind. So I can chuck her from this mountain. Like, from the side of it. Like, there's no railing, so I can just, like, boop. Throw her out. This bitch. What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira. Do you see that red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Karanas. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. Interesting. Come to think of it, you have marks on your face, your benevolence. So did the High Priest. The High Priest master those of a monk, while mine are of a royal priestess. All members of the Karainese clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept on Temple. So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger. The very same one used in the rite. It is made to resemble a warbird, the bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So that dagger is the weapon that took the High Priest's life. Cool. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask. I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant to this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details later. Yeah, but not now, I hate talking to her. This mountain faces like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison? Way up there? It is said that Lady Kira laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up there. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. Okay. The lamps. It's a lantern. Oh, and it's still lit. Of course it is. The sacred flames in the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately. So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I'd better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were the only sources of light up here that night? The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. I see. Not touching! I wasn't going to! Interestingly, this one's broken. I just noticed it while she talked. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. Oh, goddamn, Phoenix. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Well, let's check the statue first. Whoa! This is blood! This is a statue of a war bard, the bard on which Lady Kira based her appearance. And all of this blood is from the High Priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Actually, it's clear to me that he got stabbed with this statue. Like, look at it, it's pointy as shit. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. But there's no way Maya could be strong enough to deliver such a blow. It's been stained red by the High Priestess's blood. The Priestess blood. Priestesses. Like, I'm thinking of this bitch and how much I want to chuck her out of the mountain. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Where's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe? Ah, Holy Mother, Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile! This is the actual robe Lady Kira once wore. It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe! That foul murderer shall not get away with this! It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. Huh. This robe kinda smells... How dare you insult such a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, I meant that it smells like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detect is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. If this still smells like incense now, the scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. Okay, it seems like that's... Oh, there's something there. A blood-stained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Kuraines, so I can't read a lick. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait. What is it? This stamp in the lower right is the mark of those insurgents, the Defiant Dragons. The rebel group? What is it doing here? Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Well, well, well. Looks like that about does it for this area. Okay, let's change. Is this not a position to check it? Atlanta looks broken. Really? From this angle? It doesn't work? In the right, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed with this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. Oh boy. Like, I love locked room mysteries, but I don't have a good feeling about this one. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed. So see to it that you keep it clean. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain door, but that's about it. Eek! And what was that shrill scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice it as I was climbing up, but now that I can see all the way down... Gulp. Phoenix is just like me for real. He's old. He's afraid of heights. He has back problems. He's literally just like me for real. I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. And this thing. Oh, there's something hanging off of the ritual curtain there. It looks like those prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags I've ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right. It's like they're one big banner now. There's something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation Abbot in Me made at some point. Oh, now I can actually see it. Let's see. Okay, let's start here then. These rocks must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that mountain. Well, up we go! Whoa, what an incredible view. It's almost... It almost boggles the mind. Get down from there this instant! Right, sorry, I'll be right down. It looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than the top of that mountain. I guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion are the only way up here. I think I better go take a look. Okay, so now I can see this shit. Okay, let's start with you then. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damage? What's this you're doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Then perhaps a failing rock struck it. I will request that it be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look, you'll see. Bitch. God, I hate this child. She wants me decapitated so much, and I want to chuck her out of the mountain. I guess it's fair then. There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite? The day before the rite, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. It must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. The snow has obviously been cleared away here, and the lantern is broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one of this area here just in case. Nothing else particularly interesting here. Okay, then that's checked. It's a statue of a bed. I guess I'll take a closer look at it. What are we looking for here? No. Oh. Look, the bed's missing its eye. Oh, right, because, yeah, it has the thingy on the other side. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course not. Huh. This statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers here. I'd leave too if I were always treated like this. Phoenix, you were told last time that the people here have literally killed lawyers for fucking up. The fuck are you talking about? I think you would leave because they would decapitate you if you didn't get like a not guilty verdict. I don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here. Okay. I don't know what else I'm looking. Oh, wait, I think I know. I need to talk to this bitch. Could you tell me about this place, Your Benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You ill manner! I'm the crown princess of Karen. There is nothing I do not know! You're like 15. I'm sure there's like a shitload of things you do not know. Naina! Whoa, where'd she come from? Hey, no cheating! Silence, Barbhead. Naina's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she, your pocket internet? Well, maybe if she had the internet, she would... No, actually, she would be shittier with the internet. This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Habad Inmi lived with his wife and his disciple, acolyte Perai Selat. I hate this. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killing no doubt offered to Stanin as you saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to Stanin. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priestess' wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. But those descendants of Her Holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, did you? Why do I feel like the joke here, like the joke, quote unquote, the joke. Why do I feel like the entire thing is gonna end up with her not being related to the Holy Mother in the slightest, and then she's gonna have like a freak out over it? Because at this point, I'm pretty sure that that's what's gonna happen. It's like she bases half of her identity, if not the entirety of it, of, you know, being the priestess, being the child of the royal couple, like being the one who's gonna ascend to the throne, probably, because this seems like a freaking matriarchy or something. Not that I'm against matriarchies, I'm just against every kind of monarchy. And then she's gonna find out that she's not even related, and like, it's just gonna mentally destroy her. Which is gonna be fun to watch, I just hope it happens. I should probably talk with the High Priestess' wife and acolyte Zealot later too. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever happened to you need but ask. Naina! Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. But unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with the dagger. A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now it's not different. Our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by the insurgent Dirk. I don't know, I'm the kind of person who's chill with, like, you know, revolutionary armies, if they have a point. They're not all made equal, but, like, considering how this country is doing, like, I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of place where I would be like, yeah, well, maybe you need like a social revolution. Maybe you need to change your ways. Maybe the monarchy is not good. Have you considered that a monarchy is bad? Have you considered that a monarchy will ruin your lives? Have you seen the UK? Well, technically they're not well. Technically, like, if your monarchy still gets the ability to, like, do business and own, like, land and shit, you're still technically a monarchy. It doesn't matter that they're not the people in government. So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbird. It is a fearsome beard that is unique to Kurain. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. I don't think that's good, though. But even Princess Raifa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? That about does it for the inner sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Well, bitch, fuck off. I'm leaving. Gonna see Emma first, and then going to go to the going to see Maya. May 10, Plaza of Devotion. Whoa, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now to find Emma. You there! Wait! I want to ask you something. Okay? Do you know me? And do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix, right? I'm a lawyer. No! I wanna know if you know who I am! Please tell me it's not Larry. 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 Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little more, just in case he's connected to this case somehow. God, I hope it's not Larry. Are you having trouble remembering who you are? Ah! I'm sorry if I offended you. Oh, I thought he was going to pull a weapon on me. But he's just pulling some snack out one after another. I believe those are lizards. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I know it's supposed to be important. Do you know this man or something, Barbhead? No, I just said I've never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know of Lady Kira, then you are Kurainese. I take it. Maybe. Wait, are those lizards he's eating? Did you just notice, Phoenix? What, you want one? No thanks, I just ate one. Right, I just ate. I thought he said I just ate one. That sounds more convincing if you ask me. Ah, now I remember. Get a load of this! Well. Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. No good, huh? I guess I'll try somebody else. So, who was that man and what did he want, Barbhead? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright. Ah, what now? What's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh, no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting any investigation of the inner sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Stan Maddie gave his okay straight away. He seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. Phoenix, what the fuck are you talking about? Did Apollo not tell... Phoenix, did Apollo not tell you? He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. And that moving on before the trial began will be the smart thing to do. He must be feeling really confident about his ace. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. It is all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminal testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. All of these will definitely come in handy. So this is what the High Priestess body looked like after the murder. Yeah, he definitely got stabbed with this thing, and then he fell. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Oh yeah! They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know I'll be defending her too. Sorry, I had to sneeze. No, wait, god damn it. I have another. Okay, I think it's gone. I'm bracing myself for the third one. There's always a third one. When I start sneezing, it's always three. Also, I have to mention, like, sneezing made my back hurt, and now I feel it on my entire leg. Oh, Phoenix, I understand your pain so much. I wish I could pass out from the pain. Oh shoot, look at the time. I have to get going. You sure seem busy. That's because his ephemeral holiness is a real slave driver. His ephemeral holiness? Prosecutor Salmari, he's like the world's hardest riddle wrapped in a flowery ash. I keep wondering if it's just a Clash of Cultures type of thing, you know? Like he'll ask the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his. This Prosecutor Salmari sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. Why do I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was the Glimmer's fault, and now that I'm finally rid of that grating blind love in the Europhile, I get this guy. Oh no, now I'm really going to be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later. He makes her listen to sutras. Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too.
She does not appreciate prosecutors and Maddie's sutras. What ingratitude! It appears that she, too, is lacking in religious devotion.
I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Kurainist. Like, why would she care? Oh god, don't treat her like an assistant. Fuck this bitch. Is she gonna follow me to the detention center? She's gonna fucking follow me to the detention center, isn't she? Ugh. Maytan, detention center. Hi, Maya, again.
Nick, I knew you'd come.
Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up?
It wasn't me, but no one will believe me.
I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this? And so far from home, it's not like it happens every single time that you appear in one of these games that you get accused of a murder. Which happens every single time you appear in one of these games. You get literally accused of murder. Oh, sorry, I'm so sleepy. It's this game. It's this game. It's this game. But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can't do this if we work together.
This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Karain just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens.
I haven't seen her this down in ages either. It's not like, again, it's not like she gets accused of murder in every single game that she's in. Like, she gets accused in the first one, she gets accused in the second one. Like, in the first game is the second case. In the second game is the first case. And in the third game is the last case. Wait, does she get accused? Yeah, no, she technically gets accused of murder in the final case of the last game. I don't remember if she gets accused in another one in the third game, but I have like the feeling that she does. But anyway, the point is, she's never not get accused of murder in a game that she's in, so it was bound to happen. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect by now.
I guess you're right. And you've saved me each and every time.
Yup, so tell me everything you can and let's go from there.
Barbet head, stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true import. We know she's a murderer, therefore it is time for her confession. Your benevolence, what brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now out with it, confess to your crime.
Please, your benevolent, could you please take it down a notch or 3?
Maybe leave the room while I'm doing this with my client. You know, client confidentiality is a thing.
And you're like a fucking bitch.
Just saying.
Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help.
Sure, okay. I didn't kill the High Priest, I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Inmi was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that?
He sounds like a real good person. I think I would have liked him.
It was so much fun, I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master Chinese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life.
It's like they were her family and home away from home in this foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort what we'd be in here for training alone for 2 goddamn years.
But
what?
I can't completely deny the charge either.
Huh?
As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last.
If I was Phoenix in this situation, I immediately like shoved this kid out of the way. He's like, shut up! Like, she's so tiring.
Your benevolence, please, I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. Shut the fuck up. Huh. I'm going to kick this child's ass. So what do you mean you can completely deny the charge? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really sleepy. The next thing I knew about in me was, you know... You suddenly got sleepy? So then you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but... If I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse! How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? I assume that, Miss Princess... What's her name? Has never met Dahlia Horton. Because, by God, now that's a spirit that would kill another person if she had the chance. And she has. And has done it. Huh, be honest. What you call training is an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for a prestige. No, it's nothing like that. I'm going to kick this child out of the nearest window. I'm training to become the master of the Kurain channeling technique. Huh. A neophyte practitioner such as you become a channeling master. I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Raifa seems to really hate fakers. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. She does it all the time. I should let Raifa know. Your benevolence, I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because she can already channel. Wait, Nick. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What does that all about? What is all that whispering about over there? Nothing really. I'll have to ask about this later when Princess Raifa is not around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick? Yes? About Abbot Inmi's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought strange. Oh? So, what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but... Why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay, so you know that spring? The spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warbat statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too. You did? Yeah, the High Priest's blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red, even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. I mean, to be fair, that could happen if, like, there's, like, a mineral in the water that causes it to change color. Like, it's not impossible. Like, that can be a thing. Just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? Phoenix, we read about the legend. Or we were told about it anyway. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyway. Yeah, like we were told by Raifa like 10 minutes ago. You could have flashback to that, and Phoenix would have been like, oh, that, and it would be better than him just acting like he forgot. Hold on! Yes, there is a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off of the water. I don't think that was it, though. An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Although, then again, considering Rafa is the one who told us,
if Phoenix is like me and just wants to ignore the shit out of this child, I too would have, I too would have forgotten what she said. It would be like, okay, whatever you said, child. My statement added to the court record. Nick? Yes? So, actually, there's one more thing. Not you. Like, imagine me just pushing her off to the side. Just like, what are you doing in front of me? This is a conversation between me and my client. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence like she's worried what Raifa will think. There's something I want to show you. There is? I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to. Is this a letter? It's in Korean-esque. See the stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? This red stamp here has the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. It looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say. Let me see that. Why this is... What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning, Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, too. Nick, do you think... Wait. First, there's that ancient legend. Spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbat dagger being eyed as the murder weapon. Don't tell me. That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred rub or something. Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday. I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. Yeah, my honest reaction to that. I'm going to keep it real from now on, and you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have. I think you mean ladder, Maya. My beloved stepladder argument. So, what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers. Yeah, that one. I think that should probably send this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Abbot Inmi was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop! Eek! The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves his kingdom. And it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. You do realize that most places define vigilantism as a crime for a reason. Right? No, probably not. I hate this child. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest. Okay, but hear me out. What if the High Priest was also a rebel? That would give them a motive, you know? Like that would work. I guess it's only natural for Princess Raifa to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification right in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case.
Still, if this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, they might have killed the high priest after he ignored their warning. You, big dummy! You can't fool me! It was you who forged that warning letter! You are trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it! No, I would never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence, let's try to remain rational about this, and you can leave the room and go fuck yourself. Maya, did you show that letter to the police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by her benevolence reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Huh, wait. What are... There are a number of places on this letter where there are 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of message to... Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. No, that's clearly from, like, the stabbing. Like, the letter was folded, so they all have, like, the same marks. And when the priest got stabbed with the statue, I assume that it poked, and since it's, like the daggers, well, not the daggers in this case, it's, like, the plumage on the statue, which is what I think was used to, like, stab him. Since it has that kind of, like, I guess, relief to it, like its texture, like it has, like, you know, it probably left that kind of mark. Well. Alright, accused, wrap it up. I guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What are you talking about? It's just, you know they have the Defense Culpability Act here in Kurain, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal. Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but... Does it look like I've ever cared about that kind of shit? Don't worry, Maya, we'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know? True, but we've never been in Kansas. We live in, like, California. Japanifornia, if you will. Also, I've been through one trial here already. So I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. And, like, seriously, you get accused every time and everything is just fine. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I know. We've always won because of your faith in me. That's right, so it's all about the Phoenix Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. See the thing with the sprites where they just poop disappear? When, like, they actually have, like... When they enter is different, like... I don't know, it looks cheap. Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge. You'll see. Also shut the fuck up before I chuck you out of a window. Huh. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken. But I don't like the son of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait, don't they have trains in this country? Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Ah! Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know. I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead, but I know how much I want the High Priestess dead. But given the use of the Warbat dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little more about this modern-day Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is to go someplace where locals like to gather? God, I hate you. What time is it? Okay. I'm gonna go get myself some coffee because today I'm ending the stream a little earlier since I need to go get myself those X-ray done. Not too early, like 30 minutes earlier. But because of that, I'm gonna go get myself some coffee now. Slightly earlier. So, you know. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, we're back. Getting up with like a fight with my entire body. Well, I guess we're gonna go to the one place we haven't gone to. Oh, hey, it's this bazaar. Hey, Dan, Corinne. The bazaar. What a game.
And play. The bazaar, I mean. I guess the bazaar is a good place to start as any. Now, how should I...
I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is.
Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. She's never seen a train, has she?
Mr. White!
That sounds like it's gonna be Albie. Come on.
I miss you, puppy. Is Miss Maya okay? I believe him, Mr. White. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? Your benevolence. You mustn't trust in lawyers, you. Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh,
What's wrong, Albie?
Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep.
I wish you stop insinuating that our lawyers are trash.
But please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? Sorry, forgive my insolence.
I want this puppy to bite this girl. But like mortally bite her.
If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunk into the ground.
She must really feel responsible for what happened in the court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time to be an annoyance and make me want to chuck her out of a mountain. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Oh, of course not. I'm always glad to help.
So, what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper?
Everyone's overjoyed about her appearance. They say she's the modern Lady Kira.
So they're treating the rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? You know, in other countries she would get followed by the police because they would try to arrest her for vigilante work. Just saying. God, that's some good coffee.
The people have been on edge recently, what with the jailbreak and stuff. I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon.
Escaped prisoner?
Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured.
So there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news.
Yes, but the modern day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big scary rebels all by herself.
Yeah, that's not exactly something just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. And what about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So, what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like?
They say he's a vicious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man.
Dirk, as in the leader of the rebel group.
Yes, the escapee serves as the dreadful master of the defiant dragons. They say the prisoner is a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumor has it, he's a cold-blooded killer to boot.
He sounds like a really dangerous man. Why do I feel like it's gonna be like the guy with the goggles and hair who didn't give us his name and was acting kind of weird? Like a minute ago. Did you, just saying. Like, that's the feeling that I'm getting here.
He is, but the police still can't find him even after an exhaustive search.
Wait, I remember hearing about a prison.
There is a prison at the apex of this mountain.
A prison? Way up there? Like, the cold and the lack of oxygen and everything? The prison is at the top of the inner sanctums mountain, right? How did he even break out?
No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again.
Terrible incident.
What was that about a terrible incident, Albie? It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous king, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it.
The previous queen was assassinated. That's kind of unsettling.
Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen. Only someone with a dark defiled soul could have done that.
Yeah, and it was probably not like Dirk. Like I'm already doing this here where like the plot is not that complicated to figure out. Clearly, Dirk is not guilty or like there's extenuating circumstances and the current royals did it to take control of the country. Like that's it. And there was a defense attorney in some way or another related to it. Dirk himself is a defense attorney, and that's why they're doing this entire thing about defense attorneys. Like that's it. Or someone fucked up during the case for her assassination. Whatever. My point is that it's not that complicated. Definitely Dirk is not like evil. He might just be morally gray at worst. And fucking the royal family is the people like guilty of this entire bullshit. And clearly Miss Little Annoyance doesn't know this. They really take their queen seriously here, like god-worshipping level serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one.
It's just defiant dragon drivers are not afraid to do anything to accomplish the goals. That's why we that escape prison and prisoner on the loose. Who knows who might be killed next?
Puppy, calm down. Don't worry. So that's why the people of Ukraine are so afraid of that escapee, and why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with the other rebels. Okay, but like, what if the hunter is actually the escapee? What if he's doing funny hahas on purpose for reasons? So, is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter Lady Kira, Albie?
I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here.
What is it?
Shadow found it. Why, that's the Warbad Barrow.
Feeling better now, Your Benevolence?
This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the Crown Princess of Kurain.
I'm gonna chuck you out of a mountain.
Now let me see that boy. Yes, Your Benevolence. It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle.
A three-pronged arrow? I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Shadow find it, Albie? I mean, look, here's the deal. I know that it's supposed to be Shadow because his name is Shadow. But Shadow sounds cuter.
Yeah, but in Miss house.
Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I'd better look into this. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house?
Yes, of course.
Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the purification rite. I should probably talk to her too. Moving along. I'm guessing that's his wife.
May 10, High Priestess house. So this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute. This is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priestess' wife. Can I not check the thingies around? Okay, fine, I'll check her first. God. Excuse me? Yes, may I help you? I was hoping to speak with the High Priestess' wife. Are you her? Please forgive the intrusion, lately believe. Ah, your benevolence. Please be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes. What's that? Oh, of course. She's stuck with his funeral picture. My husband, too, is delighted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with Abbot in me. No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait until later, dear. She's definitely speaking with him. So your benevolence. What is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours? So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Abbot Inmi and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Karain. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the Warbad arrow that Albi found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to just leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while? Barbed hair! Have you not been listening to a word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind. Please let me talk to my husband about this. Hey, whoa. This small child has been following me the entire time and I want to chuck her out of a mountain. Yes, I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me. What the heck were they even talking about? I think she's gonna fuck that picture. You have poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt missing me. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do! More than you, you little bastard. But I'm also desperate for information. So, what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you do not touch anything you should not. I guess I should watch what I touch then. Just in case Princess Raya gets mad at me. Or else I'm gonna chuck her out of a window. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna chuck her out of a window. I hate this fucking child. What the fuck is that? What is this scary looking spiky thing? It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Kurain who would not recognize this. You don't know what a Freedom Express is. She doesn't know what trains are. She doesn't know what a train is. A train. The public transportation system in this country must be shit. A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this? Ha! How else would you suggest it be used? It looks like a torture device to me. Oh, goddammit, I didn't mean to click it again. No, I don't want to talk to your ass, child. Oh, it's a wanted buster for the Rebel Escapee everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. That's horrible. That's horrible. You can make flower arrangement on these kind of spiky devices. That's a... Yeah, no, that's a... Yeah, no, I was... Yeah. Just, that's a... Ah, the names! I hate it. Senior member of insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom. Considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military, huh? Like most actual criminals. They're either police or ex-military. Or current military, really. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the guy with like the silly hair and the goggles who was constantly eating lizards that we saw before. Kiss my Pookie. Goddamn. His appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at once. Oh, goddammit, I thought he was... Whatever, I hate this child. I don't even care that I didn't read her lines with her voice. Fuck you, I hate you. Is something wrong? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly, how rude! Aina has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value their people come to ruin. Yeah, because monarchies suck ass, child. It doesn't matter if you're a cool queen. You're a queen. Absolute power is gonna fuck you up eventually. That's why monarchies are bad. Well, actually, it's one of the many reasons why monarchies are bad, but it's one of like the top 5. As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. How about sending some of that kindness this way? Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and pay taxes to our kingdom, that is. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. I'm gonna chuck this child over our window. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. These games look kind of like checkers or chess. You mean to say you have never heard of Cachudemal? I have heard people describe it as Koreane's chess. So 2 players take turns moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other's king? Not quite. In Cachudemo, the object is the utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special moves? It sounds like a game right up my alley. Just play Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? It's easier for everyone. There's a steel samurai patch on this bag, because the bags must be Maya's. He probably left it here while she was performing that rite. Really? I can see this little picture here and I can... Oh, there. Is this a piece of art of some sort? What a beautiful orb. Is something the matter? Barberhead! Take 1 step back. Okay. Done. Did you spot something? Yes, your dismal reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty. Did you have to put it like that, your benevolence? Okay, so it doesn't let me actually look at the picture that is right there. Okay, sure, whatever. Fuck me, I guess. What show is this? Why does it sound like a
different version of the Steel Samurai team.
It is the Plum Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Yeah, I hate this game. He's based on Lady Kira and is the #1 action hero show in Kurain.
The Plum Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Yes, it is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom.
I'm not so sure about its originality given its overall look and that theme song.
It's something the matter. Well, it shows we have an action hero show at home that is really similar to this, as it's basically the same. I'm guessing this shows why Maya is so into Lady Kira. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same as the one for Maya's favorite show. Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA, which my boyfriend also likes for some reason, don't ask about it. Set in a city known as Neo Old Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in Mortal Kombat against his nemesis, the Evil Magistrate. He also gets like a wife and a kid, sometimes. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I've known her. The Plum Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plum Punisher originated here, in Kurain. Is that clear, Barberhead?
Yes, your benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. A poster of the mountains? Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against those other towering peaks.
Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Kurain. And I see that they have included Mount Pony Pony in that poster.
Mount Pony Pony? Is that the smaller peak to the left?
Known as the Little Sanctum, it is just west of the Inner Sanctum. It is not also beautiful. But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could never perceive such beauty.
No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Phoenix, come on. It's just like a little peak. Respect yourself, right? I mean, that's useful because we get the heights then of the mountain. Well, they're out. No, it wouldn't be altitude. It would be heights. Okay, time to see the pictures of these two bitches. Isn't that the Justice Minister I met? Who clearly looks evil? Who's the woman in the picture next to him? She looks really important. Could she be the Queen of Kurain? Probably. It's like, clearly evil guy and woman who's gonna turn out to be evil because, come on. Have you not been playing the game? She's clearly gonna turn out to be evil. Oh hey, there's something here, in the trash. This looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in a row near the top. Almost like it's the same holes that I saw in that note that for some reason incriminates Maya, even though there's no reason to believe that. Now, where have I seen holes like these before? That's what she said.
Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed.
What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do.
It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read. You are even more pitiful than I had thought.
Bitch, can you read English? Like, I don't read your language, but that doesn't mean that I don't, like, know stuff. God, I'm gonna chuck her out of a window. She's like if an American was not American. And a monarchist. Actually, there's a lot of Americans that are really monarchist-ish. Like, they just want a monarchy. They just want the United States to be a monarchy, which is really confusing to me. Thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence, when I chuck you out of a window. Guess I should have studied some Kurainese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest, huh? But it's empty.
Still, there's something about it. I'd better hang on to it. I love it because, like, Phoenix has a note right there, and he could just be like, oh, wait, this is, like, the thing with the note, and you can just combine the two into a single object, like envelope and note, and you can show that he's, like, you know, it was directed to the High Priest. Lady Believe has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that. Can we wait just a little longer? I wonder if she'll ever open up. Oh, you're still here. Lady Believe. Miss Inmi, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it is not your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say, as much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you may. Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer, ma'am. Wait, did Miss Me call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your question quickly so your departure may be just as swift. Yes, of course. Ma'am, do you mind if I chuck this child out of one of your windows? I promise to open the window first, so it doesn't, you know, break any of the glass. Of the window, I mean. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. Ugh, this is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man, and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Well! These are Cyclops. Also known as Psychilox, but I think that Psychilox sounds stupid, so I never say it like that. This means that Miss Inmi is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago, which for some reason is still charged. But it's probably because in the last game I asked Pearl to charge it again. So you know. And it has a really amazing power. It reacts when someone is hiding something, and allows me to see the Cyclops that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I only have to present my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coax the truth out of someone. Ma'am, I'm sorry to do this in your time of, mourning, but, I'm gonna fuck with your mind. You know, for the funnies, and also my job. Cyclops. They appear when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Miss Inmi thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little and see what happens. Miss Inmi, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Maya, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. Well, she's the one who sent the note. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. I don't know what you speak. Really, because she even made the front page recently. I am but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would you have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott in me. That would be the note, right? Yeah, like the warning.
Take that!
This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. Sorry, but I have evidence that provides this warning was meant for your husband, which is the envelope that we found.
Take that!
What's that? It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? Ah. What nonsense is this? How can you prove that the warning was delivered in this envelope? There's gotta be some way to prove it. You mean beside the holes? Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter. There is! Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. This part on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in the envelope. Holes.
Take that!
Holes that were made for you. The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. Ah. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this. Oh, it was probably... I thought that it was like the texture of the... Because clearly the guy got stabbed by the statue. Like, I'm sorry, but to me it looks like he was stabbed by the statue here. Like, it's shaped right for it to be like a stabbing implement. I'll be surprised if it's not that. I thought it would be that, and he had the letter on him, but seeing this, it was probably came in the goddamn arrow.
Take that!
They were made by this Warbad arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Hey! Well. Warbad. Yeah, no, yeah. Like, all of the names make me... These puns are getting... Like, the puns are not even good. That's my issue. There's a couple that is like, okay, fine. But, like... Not... Like, Lady Kira is literally just the Japanese way of pronouncing killer. It's like the same thing that in Death Note, where Kira is called Kira because that's what it sounds when you pronounce it in Japanese. Like, it's the exact same thing with a slightly different writing. So, like, the puns are not good. The puns are making me lose my mind. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Then why did you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't. I guess that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect. We are a Kura in this kingdom. As such, rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Kurainism itself. Your husband was a devout priest of Kurainism, and you feel that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes, that makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the high priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still... This just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Well, yeah, it's not a safe time to ask her about it, because lo and behold, Princess Pain in My Ass is present right now. Hey, this child. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. By the side of your bed? Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. And yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police, because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel. That's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Trust will be still alive today.
Ah, lovely wife.
No need to fret, my dear.
My only regret is that I left you all alone.
Barberhead, that is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right.
Miss Inmi, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time.
Don't be silly. I'm happy if I have helped.
Your benevolence.
May you swiftly shine light upon the truth.
No, I'm gonna chuck her out of a window.
Barbhead, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion.
I'm gonna grab this child and I'm gonna chuck her out of the nearest window. If a window is not available, a mountain will do. I swear to fucking God. She's making me lose my mind. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. What do you mean you're in no position? Like, we literally have a note that proves that the guy got fucking, like, I don't know, like, threatened? He got threatened by someone who uses the Lady Kira symbol, who entered his house and put, like, one of her arrows in his bedroom. Like, what more do you need? What more do you need, you piece of shit? If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbot Inmi would be Maya. They might be done questioning her right now. Maybe I'll stop at the detention center again. Oh, you again.
My mother has said what? It seems I must go.
Did something happen?
Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priestess passing, and that she shall conduct a prayer of lament therein. Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe.
Thank you, Your Benevolence. My husband is most delighted too. I have a feeling that she's also a rebel and she's just not telling anyone because, well, obviously. How wonderful for you, Miss Inmi. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite an honor. Or a horrifying punishment.
Barbhead, you're coming as well.
Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate.
As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times.
Raifa, I'm gonna put a hand on your shoulder before I chuck you out of a window, and I'm gonna tell you this straight up so you understand. 1, you're like 15. Actually. What age are you? You're like 14. You're 14, and I have a boyfriend. The only reason we're not married is because your Panifolia has not made it legal. Stop asking for my attention. You're an annoying piece of shit, and now I'm gonna chuck you out of the window. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Stop making my life miserable.
Besides, it will take but a moment. Now come along.
Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. If I ever have to hear a 14-year-old's opinion again, etc. Like, Phoenix Wright really is leaving the I'm at the risk of hearing the opinion of a 14-year-old meme. I'd better let her have her way this time. I really want to chuck this kid out of a window. Or a mountain. Like, I had chances. I had chances to do it, and I haven't. That takes self-control.
May 10, Garan Palace, Audience Chamber. Yeah, we need to end the monarchy right now. Even the Pope doesn't sit on something this fancy. You know the monarchy is fucked up because their throne is worse than whatever the Catholic Church could put up. So this is the Queen of Karain. What is wrong with you, Barher? Show some respect. Huh? Should I bow? Or prostrate myself? No, it is quite alright. Say as you are. Mother! Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terrible, trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Sniffle. Now, that's what I call a commanding presence. So, are you the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks? Yes, Your Eminence, I am so very honored to make your, noble acquaintanceship. Please don't kill me. I'm humbled to bask in your, resplendence. Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. May the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Raifa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother. They're not related, are they? Like, let me check her... Oh, goddammit, really? I don't get her profile? Goddammit. Like, they're not related. Like, they don't look like... They don't look alike and she doesn't look like Mr. Clearly Evil, so they're not related. Whoa, the queen is seriously something else. And obviously evil. Ah, the prayer of lament, huh? See, this guy, for example, obviously evil. Don't see how that'll do any good. It's Justice Minister Inga. Who are you, buddy? Nice to meet you again, Minister Inga. Again, how we met? I'm Phoenix Wright, we met in the accused lobby the other day. Alright, blue suit, jagged hair. Yeah, lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Yeah, and you're lucky I haven't shot her out of a window yet. Your daughter. Yeah, Raifa. He's Princess Raifa's father? Yeah, and they don't look alike. That's the thing. Like, I assume, because of the pictures being together, that they... If they're not married, then clearly, like, they're a couple. But, like, she doesn't look like this guy, and she doesn't look like her mom. The green eyes... Like, his green eyes are too dark. Wrong one. Like, this is clear green. And his... I wish his profile was here. His green is much darker. Like, they don't look alike. Like, there's nothing that tells me, yeah, this guy is, like, usually in character design, there's something, but, like, I don't think they're related. I don't remember the family tree, to be honest. I mean, like, here's the deal. Consider everything that I've been told about the story so far, in the sense of, like, what I've seen. At this point, I have a very clear image of what happened, because the game is obvious about, like, bullshit like this. Clearly, the current queen and this asshole managed to kill the last queen, since it was mentioned that she was assassinated. Probably to raise to power. Like, that's about it.
Like, it's not that complicated. But since, like, I think we were told that it was like a couple, like it wasn't like a thing that happened like that far, like that many years ago, the assassination. I'm going to assume that Raifa was already born when it happened. So that would mean Raifa is actually, since she's the princess, I'm going to assume that she's actually the child of the old queen who's fucking deceased, and these assholes just raise her as her own. But yeah, I mean, obviously evil guy, obviously evil queen, clearly they killed the last queen to put themselves into power, etc, etc, etc. I'm going to destroy the monarchy. I think that's the end result of this. We have to destroy the monarchy. Like, they keep talking about how evil Dirk is, and I'm going to assume the guy is at worst morally grey. And he's just like, yeah, I just think the monarchy sucks ass. And I'm gonna be like, hey, I like this guy. He thinks that the monarchy sucks ass. Because he's right. The monarchy sucks ass. So he's Queen Garan's husband. You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. So yes, actually. Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Yes, I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So you have to talk while I work. You're not working, you're just smoking your evil cigar. Which doesn't even look like a cigar, it looks like a piece of sausage. Like, it looks like he's biting on like a hot dog. I want to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer on this case too. Oh, it's a seal! Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. Okay. But it's gonna be different this time. I got Karain's top prosecutor on this one, see? Yeah, and I kicked his ass last time with... Apollo, what's your point? I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten a little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow me this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? I almost got decapitated. By the way, do you decapitate a lot of 9-year-olds? Actually, no, he was 8. Do you decapitate a lot of 8-year-olds in this country? Because I think I have to, you know, so talk to the Court of Geneva about that. Ah, your lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes out, huh? Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan on really come to that. Bitch. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Ah, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Was it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm gonna enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient even. Handy? Efficient? Yes, Phoenix. The court system serves the people in power. If you have the money and resources, you can manipulate the courts. That's how it works. In every single country. And if it's a monarchy, it's gonna be worse. Yeah, I made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Garan administration are gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here. Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Karain, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king. Yeah, I know that seems to matter a lot. Like, you're... like, more than king, it's like... Prince Regent. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not the person in power. You're like second in command. No. I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here. Again, Prince Regent. Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with least majesty. Can't get myself arrested now! Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. Even without the DC Act, Durkas is in such a scum, but his AR's not known, but... What's that supposed to mean? I just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch if I were you. Yeah, this guy is gonna get killed too. Like, I'm calling it. Like, he's too obviously evil. Like, he's gonna get killed too. Pretty sure. Like, I don't know if the rebels are gonna kill him, but... I'm betting my ass that he's gonna get killed. Primarily because... And I'm gonna point this out because I think that's what the plot is going. It would be interesting because it would be a smart way to do this, but maybe I'm giving the game too much credit. If this is a monarchy, and part of the way they keep in power is like this entire thing of like having a common enemy that the queen can, you know, manipulate the popular opinion on. If he were to eliminate the rebels, there would be nothing less left for them to use, which would theoretically lower the power of the monarchy. Because, like, usually a common enemy, this kind of thing distracts people from the actual, like, economic issues and, you know, other stuff that people have to deal with in their day-to-day lives. That's why that's how you manipulate the public opinion when it comes to, like, elections and shit. So, if he gets to do this thing, this little trick up his sleeve, they're fucked, politically speaking. If he's killed by the insurgents, that just doubles down on this entire, like, power that the monarchy already has. Because, like, you know, they have proof that they would kill the leaders, like, and they're religious leaders as well. So, like, it would make sense for him to die. Like, as a political ploy. Because you gotta defy an attitude like one of them dragon dupes. Excuse me, I'm a hedgehog. Say, white, you know what these are? No, what? And also is right. Orders of execution. They really pile up if it starts slacking off. What? And tomorrow I'll have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. Oh, you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are ya? Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. And I'm sure that you're gonna die, so you're not gonna have any workload anymore. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. They really like killing people in this country. Oh yeah, I'm evil. I'm singing execution orders. Me evil, la just and apply to me. I'm the king. Yeah, basically. Like that, yeah, that's about it. Like, he's so obviously evil, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna get killed. Because you cannot be that obviously evil and not get killed. I have returned, Barbhead. Your benevolence? Are you done with the rite so I can chuck you out of a window? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believer stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will help ease her sorrow, even if just a little. She's definitely, like, they were definitely rebels as too. Like, I'm 100% sure. So, you have been speaking with my father. Yes, you could say that. I'm pretty sure that you're adopted, by the way. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. He literally slacks off
just signing execution orders. He slacks off on signing papers. I have to point that out. Kurain, as it stands today, owes everything to the effort of my mother and my father, who are obviously evil. You should feel deeply honored. No. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken separately with a lawyer. Yes, of course. I'm gonna chuck you out of the window, but after chucking your parents out of a window. It seems Raifa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, Phoenix, there's this thing about sometimes parents being really good to their children and terrible to the people outside of the household. And vice versa, too. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. God damn it, this child's gonna follow me again. May 10, detention center. Oh, it's unique. Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence. Yet. But I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that! How rude! Of course I have many other things I could be doing. Yeah, like what? None of your business! It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Oh, Princess Raifa overheard me. What idiocy is this? About me a rebel. It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright. I was just raising the possibility. I'm gonna chuck you out of the window, I swear. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Thank the Lord. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the ride. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else comes to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on. I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. With Princess Raifa gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? Oh, that! You know how all these queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard it was kind of a shock at first, though. In Kurainism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see, so spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority then in that case. I can see why it would look bad if nobody from another country were able to do it too. Spirit channeling in the Kurain tradition was developed from a Kurainist style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Kurainis. It may be a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So, if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the Queens of Kurain, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Garan and Princess Raifa distant relatives of Maya's? Sort of? Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master again? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. 30? I would put it more at 70, but okay. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possess her as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want. Yep, at least I think. You think. Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. I guess the next big hope of Kurain village. That's got to be a lot of pressure. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Ah, you must mean the Plum Punisher warrior from Neo Twilight Realm. So, you've already seen the Plum Punisher? You really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There is not a single person in Kurain who does not know of it. Oh, your benevolence, you're back. I can chuck you out of a window now. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So, I have changed my mind, for in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. A sense of duty is commendable, but not as much as the strength that I'm going to use to chuck her out of a window. But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Which would be doable if I chucked her out of a window. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I want to show off to the both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yup, ta-da! What's that? It's an ultra-rare Plum Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap? Don't tell me you're a Plum Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I'm going to literally chuck her out of a window. Like, the more she talks, the more I want to chuck her. I'm a chuckster. Literally, with this bitch. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I am telling the truth. Sure, let's leave it at that. Before I chuck you out of a window. So, how do you get your hands on that, Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a Plum Punisher fan here in Karain. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders. And by culture exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise? You bet! I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Koreanese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Karain. Otaku are eternal. Watch this! When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song. What are you talking about? Can you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go... Yeah. Daka don 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 in the intro! It's still the same composition though. Right. I guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plum Punisher versus the Steel Samurai! I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back. It's going to be a huge hit! Right, your benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, Talking about the plum Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? I'll leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. And she poofs away. It still pisses me off that the transition for like the sprite of the character leaving is so abrupt when the character entering ones like flow naturally. Like I've said it like 5 times in this stream, but I keep noticing it and it keeps pissing me off. It looks cheap. I think I covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. I hate you. Back to the temple. May 10. Temple. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Mr. White, your benevolence. Puppy. And Albie, but mostly Puppy. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help. Okay, first, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right, it was a rebel hunter, but what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? Good question. If you could solve that mystery... Right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barberhead. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the hall of justice. Okay, but what if it does, and what if you go fuck yourself? You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove he killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence. Well, it's true you did not forge or suppress any evidence. That is, perhaps, a product of my careful monitoring of your every move. There's no windows to chuck her into or out of, but I can chuck her in like the fountain in the middle of the temple. I can just chuck her into the fountain. I think that would help me feel better. I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. I got my badge taken away from that, and I didn't even do it. Somebody gave me fake evidence on purpose. God. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence within the confines of the law. And I'm also gonna chuck you inside that fountain. I'm not gonna kill you, but it's gonna make me feel better. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. God, I want her killed. I know she's not gonna die, she's 14. All of the people who die in Ace Attorney are always adults. But... oh God. You have chosen to dig your own grave. Next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination sands. This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Last time you didn't know shit. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. You people love decapitating people. Why is that? Like, seriously, I'm gonna put like a complaint to the Geneva Convention for the Geneva Court, technically. The International Court of Geneva. Like, I'm gonna put you on blast. I'm pretty sure this is like human rights violations. Several of them, not even one. Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again.
That whole Sans thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. Makes you wonder how this country still has people at this point. I mean, clearly, when you have a country that is based on a religious belief, people are gonna stay because, like, they just believe in the religion. Like, it's a cult. People stay in cults all the time. Well, it's an established religion, so maybe I shouldn't call it a cult, but it's basically the same way that cults function. You just stay in the cult. That's about it. It's not that complicated. But I do have to wonder, and also I assume that the economy is not that good. So, like, I assume that people just cannot leave the country. Like, they don't have the resources to leave the country to somewhere else. There's also that. An isolated small country with, like, a language that is not spoken everywhere else. Like, it's also kind of complicated to move out of a country like that because you kind of have to learn a completely different language to actually even go to somewhere else. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people wouldn't leave beyond the religious aspect. But I do have to wonder why there's no, like any kind of, like, human rights organizations coming here and being like, yeah, you guys are, like, committing a bunch of violations, so your country's not gonna be, like, you know, seen as a country anymore. Like, we can in fact stop seeing you as a country. Like, you might be a self-governed territory, but we can take that away from you. Because, like, there's a point where, like, the level of violations that you commit might get you kicked out of a bunch of, like, international organizations. Like, it really depends on how isolated this country is. But, like, they have an airport. Like, you have to get there. Like, you can get there by airport. So they have to have some kind of, like, relationship with the outside world, I would assume. Which just, like you have humanitarian, like, organizations going to the United States about, like, the death penalty there sometimes. Or there used to be anyway. In the states where it's still, like, legal. So you'd think a country that really likes decapitating people, and especially children, like, they're willing to decapitate children and they're super into it, would get into some legal trouble with, like, international courts and shit. Like, you would think. Just saying. I have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karain. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. Well, time to get fucked, I guess. May 11, 9:40 a.m. High Court of Karain. Accused lobby. They have only one accused lobby, apparently. I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe. Nick, today well, don't look so down, Maya. I'm going to defend you with everything I've got. Like Apollo would say, I'm fine, you're fine, we're fine. Oh god, is it gonna be like this child, or is it gonna be like Apollo's ex, femboy ex? You would do well to seize this insanity while you still can. Oh, there you are. It's this bitch. For a moment, I thought it was gonna be Apollo's femboy ex. As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court, bitch. You and your silly little staff. Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused. I never claimed to be a miracle maker.
But I am good at discovering the truth. Also, what happened to your voice? I'm using my serious voice. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found. The truth, you say? Ha! Then it seems you have chosen your fate! God damn it, I have to go back to the serious voice. This shall be your very last trial. Nick. She's kind of a brat, isn't she?
She is the most annoying brat ever.
I'm going to prove I'm going to prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce me, the Plum Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, to the you have to introduce the Plum Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight Realm to the folks back home, right? Right.
And I have to kick that child's ass.
Maybe a defendant this time. Again, for the 4th time. But I'll be by your side like always, Nick.
Thanks, Maya. This place is tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get.
Plus, it's always good to have you on the team.
Well, it's time. Let's go. Oh boy.
May 11.
High Court of Carrying.
The court is now in session, but like fancy. Hello, Apollo's Femboy X.
Let the trial of Maya Fey begin.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty. Hi, bitch. Huh?
Why? Can you see Prosecutor Sarmati is absorbing silent prayer?
Great, the trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me. Well, it's just like it is back home.
Phoenix, it's exactly how it is back home.
He's very devout for a prosecutor.
Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, well... Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she's also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well, then. A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer without a file, so...
Really? You're doing this to me after I proved you wrong the last time? You're doing this to me? That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, well, bad money lawyer seems to be a custom of sorcery incurring. At this point, I'm used to it. I must say, I am surprised to see you still here in Karain, Mr. Wright. And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I am a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. Stop it with your gay butterflies! Such foolishness.
Prosecutor Sanmari, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Ha 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 ha! Oh, funny. Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sanmari.
Oh god. All of you are going to hell fast! I think I'll pass on the whole fire and brimstone deal. I mean, Phoenix, that's only like a couple of circles of hell. There's a lot of circles of hell without fire and brimstone. Although, to be fair, one of the fire and brimstone's circles of hell is the one for the sodomites. So I think Phoenix might be... like, I know that's not on purpose, but one of the circles of hell that has the fire and brimstone deal is the one for the sodomites. So, okay. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what Apollos told me about you. So it was you who instilled that putrid lawyerly guile within him. Putrid? What? He too must soon face the fires lest his soul be lost to redemption. But I shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. He has his own boyfriend, shut up. Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. And they're right, actually. Nervous, Maya? A little. Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court. Too bad I'm the defendant. Don't worry, we haven't lost a case together yet. You're right, let's give this everything we've got, Nick. Now then, prosecutors and Maddie, would you please explain the case at hand? Of course, your majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Okay. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Trust in Me. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain. And the cause of death. Let us review the victim's autopsy report on the crime scene photo, shall we? The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. I still think it's like the statue. Like he was pushed against the statue and like he got stabbed by the statue and then he fell. Like that makes more sense than using a dagger. The murder weapon was likely the Warbat dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched. A sacred relic used as a tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe. The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes, and the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Kuranism. During the rite, the victim and accused were the only ones in the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. I must say that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused. Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case. Ooh, I love diagrams! In Kurainism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Maya Fey's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling. What? There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years. What? I think, Nahida, no offense, but I'm pretty sure that whoever invented these had a tickling fetish. That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond? And here I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain. Oh, Phoenix, it is. It really is, Phoenix. God, Phoenix is so hashtag relatable today. He passed out from the back pain that he suffered. He's afraid of height. He's just like me for real. I don't remember killing anyone and I don't have that dagger or anything like it. As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. But more importantly, she had no motive to kill the High Priest in the first place. Huh. I thought you might say that. Nevertheless. Yes, Butterfly. The meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence Raifa Padme Kurain's insights. So it is, and so it shall be. The divination says reveals the truth for all to see. Here we go again. Bailiff, whack some balls and please show in the royal princess. And do not whack her balls, she is the royal priestess. You can whack someone else's balls. Oh boy, this bitch. As popular as ever, I see. There's something kind of freaky that a 14-year-old gets all of this attention. Like, imagine being a 14-year-old and having an entire country's attention in this way. That would fuck you up. Rest assured, good people of Karain, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their freedom expressed today.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. Do you even know what a Freedom Express is?
I do now!
May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Ah, the Harakarain.
Yeah, can you stop?
She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday.
Huh? Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head?
No, nothing, your benevolence. It's not like I want to chuck you out of a window, except that I want to. Now then, your benevolence, the divination stands, if you please.
Very well. Now my robe. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Oh my god, is she gonna do the entire animation again? Are we gonna have to...
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
Oh god, she's gonna do the entire animation again, doesn't she?
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yeah, okay, are you gonna do the entire animation again?
Oh god, she's gonna do the entire animation. Okay, okay. Whatever. Yeah, do your shit, girl. Nobody fucking cares. Once was enough, for the record. I'm gonna throw this child out of a window. There are windows in this room, so I can chuck her out of a window if I can get her. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. Like, yeah, guys, we get it. You have the budget to do this shit. Guess what? It's not that interesting. We didn't need to see it more than once. Just saying. I guess they wasted budget on it, so they clearly had to do it more than once. But also, come on, guys. Nobody cares. Okay, High Priest. Maya. Ow. Victim Zitama has spoken. The divination stance is complete. Great! Another clearly incriminating sans vision. It could not be any clearer of full defense. The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim. Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira leaned against the dim lantern light. The scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can only sense the horror Abbott in me must have felt. Chaos Butterfly.
The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable. Okay, Nahita, give me 5 minutes and I'll dispute them.
Shut the fuck up.
But that wasn't me. Do something, Nick. I'm working on it. They're not even letting me speak.
That couldn't have been any clearer. Looks like I'm in for another uphill battle.
The accused commit this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite.
Come to think of it, the right guide explains that the multi-part purification rite in detail. The transformation rite, the high priest reads the scripture, while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water, Lady Kira enters the spring and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. The rite of fire, the priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. That's a lot of steps.
Indeed. It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, Barhead, would you care to object?
Of course, because I know my client is innocent.
So you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you?
I managed to pull it off last time with the Albie.
I just have to do it again.
Bitch. You intend to find fault with her benevolence insight yet again. It would seem lawyers are Polkanan creatures indeed.
What exactly is a Polkanan? Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak.
So a sheethead. They're calling me a sheethead. Okay. They can call me anything they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth and going back to my boyfriend.
So, Barhead, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
I did it last time and it worked. Like, I did it last time and it was fine. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, this bitch.
The victim commands the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading the sutra. As the first part, the transformation rite, ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused's approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed, till finally he passed from our world. That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments.
Okay.
Dressed in the sacred robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed to the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it is plain for all to see. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't me. A sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. I didn't even get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes. You waste your time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the royal priestess's divine insight.
Yes, I can.
How did you end up finding contradictions last time?
This is his final memories include all 5 senses.
Oh, you mean those words that appear in the pool of souls?
It looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim. Yeah, that's how it looked to me too. Oh, goddammit, that was Maya. I do it all the time. I ignore who's talking, because I'm dumb. The sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Rifle's insights last time.
So there could be contradictions between what Abbott in me felt and her insights, huh?
You got it, and I'm going to find them this time too.
Should I check how to point out contradictions in ref? Nah, it's fine. Let's move on. Nah, I remember how it works. Still, the sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Alvy's trial. In which case, I'd better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insights. Let's move this shit along. Okay, I think that the thing that got me was... Wait, let's pause it. Yeah, the footsteps. Yep.
Objection!
The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching his footsteps, but did he really? What nonsense is this? Is it not abundantly clear? No, it's not, because there is something strange about those footsteps. Strange? Explain yourself, Barhead. The footsteps are strange because they don't get louder. Like, if you move closer, it should get louder, but it doesn't. They're not getting any louder. And why exactly does that matter? Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger. Ah! Why, that makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence? Well, there must be a reason.
Objection!
It is as they say, even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn. What does that even mean? He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure. Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of his lawyerly source. Your benevolence? Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the abbot's mitama. Listen more carefully? What's he talking about? Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation. Refine the sensation? I can more accurately gauge sensations by deepening my communication with a mitama. I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before? By refining a sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered. Please don't do the entire dance again. I will become the Joker if you do. Oh, bless me, Tama. I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call. Okay. Footsteps change into bells. What could this mean? Wait, bells? He's the only one who was wearing bells. Bells, but the only bells at the scene of the crime were... Ah, that jiggling must have come from Abbott's Imni's bells. You mean those big things he had on his ankles? Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the High Priestess' own footsteps. Then that means... If the footsteps belonged to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. The victim was the one who went running towards the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence's insight would have us believe. God, can I chuck her out of a window now? I want to chuck her out of a window. But why would the victim have approached the accused? Maybe he was trying to defend himself. Please explain. He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked. Steal your voices, this is nothing but a theory. A game theory, and a poor one at that. Be not led astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation.
Objection!
Well, his insolence is inexcusable. I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sanmati? Even if it was Abbott in me who moved, it does not negate the accused's crime. What do you mean? The accused was likely waiting for the high priest to approach. Ha! And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that. Oh, right. It really doesn't change much, does it? Yes, it is as the prosecutor said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well. Right, and that's why you were so shocked when you first heard it. I'm gonna kill this child. Understand now, lawyer, that contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hone my insights, it will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. Okay, whatever. See, the fact that it was Abbott in me who moved changed nothing. Come on, Phoenix. You gotta keep your cool. That contradiction I pointed out must mean something. That one sensation changed after Princess Raifa refined her vision. It stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of their refinement. I should focus on any sensations that have changed, while searching for more contradictions between them and her insights. Okay. Let's see. Nothing. Like... nothing. Like, I feel like something else should have changed here. Oh, there. The water. Okay, then there's an issue here because the water is farther away from the like this. It's at the fountain.
Objection!
So it's they're at the fountain. They don't know about the. Hold it! How do we know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be? Huh, that's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear and Abbott and me would have adhered to them. Well, that's strange. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain just what is so strange? Yes, I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps. The sound of bells changes the sound of water, changes to the sound of water at one point. What's this? Oh! It's simple, the victim must have stepped in some water. Oh? Yes, and the only source of water in the inner sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction. What contradiction? I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring and the accused stood right in front of him. But we now know that the victim then moved into the spring. Oh, Kanka, that is absurd! This means the accused's location differs from what her benevolence's insight indicates. Then where do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes? Based on the sound of the victim's footsteps, I believe Maya was standing here. Where would she... It would be the spring, wouldn't it?
Take that!
Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Abbott, Inmi, and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be. As shown in this rights guide, in short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accused in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. The problem is the victim did step into the spring. This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water. But if this is true, then their positions would have been completely reversed. Yeah. What is going on here, Miss Faye? Are you really standing in the spring? I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite. This is a 14-year-old. You really think that she wouldn't fuck up? Be that as it may, this does not overturn my insights. It doesn't. Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what? So what? This completely reverses his positions is what? Whether positions differ from what is customary is rather curious. However, what does that change? It certainly does not erase the accused's brutal crime. I guess you have a point there. You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster. Sounds like Princess Raifa has a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about. Oh, Maya, where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now? Is this contradiction really meaningless? But something really doesn't feel right. Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? No, we're fine. Is this bitch who's wrong? I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Oh god, stop revising your shit and just be useful for once in your fucking life, child. Oh god, I'm late. I was supposed to finish the stream already. Because I need to go get myself my x-rays done. Now the contradiction is no more. I should have just saved here. I'm gonna be late otherwise. Okay, we're gonna leave it like halfway through this shit. I'm sorry. I need to go get myself my x-rays done, so this has to end early. Save. Weird place to save, to be fair. Middle of the trial, middle of this shit, but like we're I'll continue tomorrow to make up for it. Like I'll just continue tomorrow to make up for it. I don't want to play this tomorrow, but I might as well just play this tomorrow to make up for it. Sorry. I said that I was gonna end at 2 and there was no good place to save, and now it's 2:10 and I need to get myself my x-rays because otherwise I'm not gonna get it done and I need it. So anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Tomorrow we probably finish this. I don't think we're gonna finish the case if it's more than one day, but we're at least gonna finish the rest of this first day of the trial. And I will continue to lose my mind. It's making me become the Joker. But anyway, I'll be doing that tomorrow. That's about it. And I have to go right now. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. See you tomorrow for more this bullshit, and have a good rest of your day and a good start to your week. And I'll see you tomorrow for this again. I don't want this anyway. I need to go. Bye everyone.